Hey guys, welcome back. So recently I did a review of the Huawei Mate 40 Pro. So this is the Huawei FreeBuds Pro. So these are a pair of ANC true wireless earbuds. So I've had quite a few weeks as well with them, and man, I have to say, I might have a new favorite. So in the box you get the earbuds obviously. You also get this case, which by the way also wireless chargers, but if you don't want a wireless charge, it Type-C charger, which is fantastic. So yes, you do get a Type-C cable and of course your usual documentation. Now the FreeBuds Pro support Bluetooth 5.2, which I think is a first for me. I don't think I've ever reviewed anything that supports Bluetooth 5.2. This has 11mm drivers. We'll talk about the audio quality in a bit. Another really good thing about this is that this is only the second pair of true wireless earbuds that support independent signaling, which means that I can listen to one, I can have the other one in the case, or I can listen to it on one earbud and I can pass the other one to someone else or my wife, and we both can listen to music or watch something on one phone together. An absolutely fantastic feature. And honestly, every other manufacturer, please add this in. It's such a useful feature for a lot of people. And of course, this supports ANC, active noise cancellation. We'll talk about the ANC in a bit, but I want to talk about the design. Now, first, the design of the earbuds. So this obviously, it's one of those stemmed true wireless earbuds, although the stem is pretty short. This comes in actually three colors. So you got this one, which I believe is called Silver Frost. It comes in ceramic white and a carbon black. Now I'm kind of glad that Huawei sent over the Silver Frost, and a very big shout out and thank you to Huawei for sending it over for review. But yeah, the black looks a little plain, the white looks a bit like an AirPods ripoff, although there is two defining feature differences. One is the stem, it looks very different. This is more of a blocky stem and I actually quite like it. And of course this has isolating ear tips apart from the open ones of the AirPods Pro. They are quite big though, this portion of the wireless earbuds, but actually they fit perfectly in my ears. I didn't have an issue, I didn't get any ear fatigue. Overall design, I would say pretty good, but this case, I have to say, props to Huawei. They have currently one of the best looking cases in the market today. It's a beautiful, again, like a gunmetal, or I think as they call it, Silver Frost. This one is more of a silver but chrome. This one is a matte finish, an absolutely beautiful finish. I really like it. It's really slick as well. And then at the back, you've got your, like a glossy and then with the Huawei logo. Really the best looking case out there. Now, if you have a non-Huawei Android phone, you can use the button here on the side to pair. You gotta press and hold it to pair with the Huawei AI Live app, which we'll talk about a bit later. But if you have a Huawei phone that has EMUI 10, version 10, I believe, or later, all you have to do is just open the case and you get like a pop-up notification on the phone asking you if you want to connect. It's really nice, really seamless. Now about that Huawei AI Live app, now if you download it on the Google Play Store, it will be there, but there is a bit of a problem, right? So when you download that app, if you look for this, you're not going to find it in the list of Huawei products. However, there's a really easy fix. So all you have to do is download Huawei's app store, download the AI Live app from there, and then it'll be there, it'll be fully updated. The only issue I have with the design of the case is it's really hard to get the earbuds out, alright? Now, I think one of the reasons is because it's so shiny, it's really smooth, it's hard to kind of get a grip on. But not just that, so the top of the case, when you open it up, the back of it actually goes into the case. It's not just like a normal hinge. And because of that, you can't really get your finger in as much to try and pull it out. So when I first got it, it took me a full 5 minutes, and like now, I'm trying to get it out the way you would instinctively try to get it out and you can't. So what I figured out is the easiest way is to sort of like use your thumb to kind of dig underneath, and if you dig underneath, it comes out really easily. Now in terms of the fit, it was actually pretty comfortable. I was a little surprised. I thought this would be one of those, like even like the AirPods Pro, I've tried them on before and I didn't like it. I was never confident that it was going to stay in my ear, and I was worried that if I just walked a little fast, it might drop off. Now the weird thing is actually the controls. Now this is touch controls, which is not weird at all, but it's the positioning of the touch controls that I found unusual. A lot of them tend to be over here, on the outside where you can tap or whatever. These ones are at the side, and that's a first for me actually. And they do work. It takes a bit of muscle memory to get used to where exactly to tap them, which is not a big issue. But the problem is they're so near to like my ear lobes and all that a lot of times if I were to adjust the controls or if I were to tap certain things, I realize I'm scratching the side of my ear a bit. But no, it's not a big deal. And after a while, you do get used to it.
All right, this is a mic test with the Huawei FreeBuds Pro. This is a mic test with my mask off. All right, testing 1, 2, 3. All right, this is a mic test recording with the Huawei FreeBuds Pro. This time with my mask on. All right, the mask is on. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Okay, so you've heard two mic test recordings using the FreeBuds Pro. Now, usually when I test these kinds of products, I tend to only do one recording with the mask off, but you know what? We're gonna be using a mask when we're outside of the house, possibly or probably till the end of the year. So this time around, I did two recordings, one with the mask off and one with the mask on. Now I have to say, from the start of this channel, of every audio product that we've tested with a microphone, or at least every true wireless earbuds that we've tested, the champion has always been Jabra. Almost all of their true wireless earbuds, from the 65T to the 75T to the 85T, they would usually have really good, if not among the best microphone quality. But you know what? I think the FreeBuds Pro might have just dethroned the Jabra true wireless earbuds. I think this, at least of all that I've tested out on the channel, this might actually be number one now. It had a surprising amount of body. It was really clear. It didn't sound too tinny. It didn't sound radio-ish. Even the mic noise cancelling was really good. I mean, I usually walk on the side of the road so that I can hear all the cars passing by, and it did a really good job of cancelling a lot of it. You can still hear a bit, but overall, I would still say, yeah, pretty much the best. So to date, the TWS earbuds with like the best ANC was always the Sony WF-1000XM3s. They were really good, and till this day, even though I reviewed it like more than a year ago, it still was number one in terms of ANC quality. But this is either as good or maybe even a bit better. It also had that same sort of like a vacuum feeling. When you turn it on, suddenly you feel like you're on your own. Even on the bus, I mean, obviously, I can't test it on the plane. It's gonna be a while before I can do that, or anyone can. But yeah, it was really, really good. It felt like a vacuum. You couldn't hear anything. Even when you stop the music, suddenly you hardly hear anything. Very, very impressive. Now, in terms of audio quality, now, Huawei, I don't know how you did it, but in terms of the bass, again, it's really good. It has a really punchy bass without it being distorted or, or too boomy. You can almost kind of feel the bass when you play certain kinds of music. It was, yeah, very, very impressive. But it's not just the bass, all round it's really good. It's got really good clarity, it's got really good sibilance. Now, speaking of sibilance, I'm talking about like really high frequencies. Now, if I were to describe the audio quality on this, I would say it's sort of like unforgiving. Now, if you have like a piece of music that you listen to Spotify or something, and if it's heavily compressed, you are definitely going to hear that compression on this. Now, if you listen to other earbuds, that might have a narrower frequency response, you don't really hear that sort of like a flanging effect on the high frequencies, which is sort of a result of compression. But with this one, you can hear all of it. And then at first I wondered whether it was something wrong with the earbuds. But then when you listen to really good uncompressed audio, the high frequencies are so crisp. It's really good. And I have to say, I think right now, this is my favorite earbuds. Alright, so let's talk about the price. So the Huawei FreeBuds Pro, you can actually get it online for about 238 Singapore dollars. Now, I understand that when it comes to audio quality and how someone likes to listen to music, it can be really relative and really objective. How I like to listen to music might be very different from someone else. But for me, and how I like to listen to music, the kind of frequencies that I pay attention to, this right now is one of the best, so it is going to get a 5 out of 5 and a Technobabble recommended logo. Alright, so that about wraps up my review of the Huawei FreeBuds Pro. Now, if you like this video, you know what to do, and I would love it if you subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to receive notifications on our next video. I'm JP, I'll see you real soon.